Right hand, the third punch after the two jab. Margarito was starting to bounce a little, starting to push Mosley back.
Capetillo told Margarito in the corner he moved his head a lot, so I need you to start going to the body. Let's see if he starts doing this here as the third round gets underway at the Staples Center. Over 20,000 fans here to see this WWE welterweight championship fight.
A record crowd in the history of this story building tonight to watch this fight. And it has not been disappointing. We'll see if Margarito as Richard goes. Oh, there's another combination left, right. It's set up by the jab, and over the top comes Mosley.
It's Margarito who says, all right,
now Margarito's opened up and trying to close the gap, and the crowd's going crazy.
Oh, it's getting rough in there, getting very rough.
The fans get on their feet because this is what they came to see. A rough and tumble matchup between one of the greatest at 147 and the current top 147-pounder in Antonio Margarito.
Good right hand from Mosley. Margarito can take a lot of punches, I tell you. We've seen it in the past. Mosley been very busy, and only in round 3, there's the jab. Margarito trying to close that distance and work the body like Capetillo was trying to tell him in the corner. But you know what? If it has to turn into a brawl, so be it for Margarito.
In my opinion, Alan, although Cotto won those early rounds against Margarito and took the lead in that fight, I believe that Mosley has handed out more punishment and done more damage to Margarito in these early rounds than did Cotto.
In terms of effectiveness, his punches have been crisp, and he's actually gotten the attention of Antonio Margarito. And more than anything, I think he's got him out of his game plan just because of the fact that he's used his
right hand from Mosley. And you see the smile on Margarito's face. Where did that come from? The speed has been the difference, guys. There it is again.
When have you ever seen a 37-year-old throw with that speed?
I've never seen it.
Unbelievable.
The question is, can he keep this up for 12 rounds against Antonio Margarito? Because as of now, he's been masterful, and he's dominating the fight.
He cannot miss with that right hand. It is landing every time Mosley throws it. Look at him. He wants to throw that right, and so far, Margarito has not been able to stop it.
Well, the way he's going to stop it, guys, if he goes to the body, he's going to have to get in close and go to the body. If he misses, though, with the speed of Mosley showing tonight, he's going to pay for it. Rounds lightning fast, coming up on 30 seconds left in round 3.
A lot of experts pick the first 6 rounds to be either 6-0 or 4-2 to Shane Mosley, and true to form, we knew Margarito would start slow, but he really hasn't shown much during his first 3 rounds. And this is where Margarito needs to catch a rhythm, but I think that's the best thing that Mosley is going to do.
And another big right from Mosley. He has a slight grin on his face, but then he gets countered from Margarito as they go to clinching on the ropes. Then he comes out of the clinch and throws a left. Any questions about Mosley's ability to trade with Margarito? Not at all.
Tonight has just been unbelievable. Oh my goodness, as you take a look, it's right hand after right.
And that's where you get the grin from Margarito, because now it was the left which was landing, and it's got to be worrisome for the corner of Margarito, who says, wake up and don't let him get off without being punished.
Round 4. Margarito, the champion in the red trunks. Sugar Shane Mosley, 37 years old, dressed all in black tonight. The speed of Mosley has been the difference. And don't forget, he has a lot behind those punches, always has.
You know, it could be that there is a dramatic change at some time during the fight, but it's probably more likely that you would see Mosley start to slow a little bit, and that would kind of even it up. It might be a very small bit, and that might be all that Margarito needs. But right now, the speed, he's got to take that speed away from Mosley.
There's a long way to go after 3 rounds, guys. How did you have it first quarter of the fight?
Well, I have a 30-27, 3 rounds to none for Sugar Shane Mosley.
None more impressive than that third, where he really laid his hands on Margarito with solid combinations, and now going to the body, using his head once again. And I think that's what really is bothering Margarito more than anything. The punches I think he could take, he's just out of his game plan, because Mosley has just been in there with the headbutts.
There's a long way to go this fight, and if anybody can rally in the late rounds, it's Margarito. That right hand whipping across. Didn't quite land solidly enough, but Mosley has shown speed and power.
I think Antonio needs to start concentrating on some body.
Absolutely, that's what I was about to say. If he gets in close, that's what he's going to have to do to slow down this speed. and that just means absorbing punches, sometimes trying to get in there and dig those body punches.
But he's been taking punches regardless on the outside, so he may as well stick to his game plan. But Shane Mosley, very smart, keeping that jab out there. True to the Carl Williams kind of attack, and a beautiful right by Shane as Margarito walks right into it.
Eventually, those right hands, guys, have to start having a cumulative effect on Antonio Margarito.
Because Mosley, I mean, he is really setting down on those. You talk about getting some leverage into your punches. Perfect. Well, what a chin by Margarito.
Saca la mano, Antonio. Let him go, Shane.
What a great punching
He'll
take.
keep coming. We've seen it time and time again.
Beautiful combination by Margarito, but here comes a response by Shane Mosley.
Digging to the body, Mosley inside. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean punches on Margarito.
It was a combination of 7 punches that had no answer by Margarito.
And there he still is, guys. When have you seen a fighter with this an impressive an arsenal against such great competition as Mosley shown so far tonight? Look at this. It is a clinic. Oh, right at the end. And Margarito just smiles.
Yeah, but Shane Mosley is going to erase that smile mighty quick if Margarito doesn't start establishing something in the ring. Because even with Cotto, he had something going. Here he's got nothing, and he's missing in on Nazim Richardson.
No, he set them up with the body shot. See, this guy ain't used to getting it back at the body. Take that jab, keep popping him up, stab him in his heart, rip around them sides. We gonna show him how he got to slow down. When he hit the pedal, ain't gonna be no gas in the car at the end of this. All right? Your combination, Shane, nobody in this division has as fast as yours. Run them combinations, knock the grease off this dude, and then swim without getting wet.
All right, another great round of action, and it was again dominated by the right hand and combinations of Sugar Shane Mosley. Just having a brilliant night.
And here we take a look at another one of those combinations that right at the end of the round landed cleanly. And the fans are starting to question Antonio Margarito at this point because it's another slow start. It happened at the Home Depot Center against Paul Williams, and Shane Mosley is keeping true to that form, and Margarito needs to get out of his funk.
Round number 5. How fast this is going.
I got the feeling that Margarito, with that last smile at the end of that round, when he said something to Shane, was like saying, man, you're good.
Yeah.
You're better than I thought.
Yeah.
And Shane is really quick tonight, and with Shane being able to establish his quickness and punching power, I think it was thought that it was going to be one or the other, not both, and he's been able to do both here in the first 5 rounds.
Well, look at the first few seconds of this round. Margarito is pushing Mosley back, and he's walking him backward. And Margarito walking forward. It looks like he has a little bit of a rhythm here at the start of the round.
He's changing up here. You're exactly right. He's moving forward. He's backing Mosley up a little bit. This is the Margarito we saw against Cotto. The right hand over the top. Good combination inside. And this thing could turn in a hurry.
We haven't seen an offensive attack this round yet from Mosley, but Margarito seems to be fighting his way back into the bout.
Good exchange, 2 right hands, both landed.
Mosley does something extremely well. He does a basket defense of his body as he knows that Margarito's about to throw, and he's catching a lot of the body shots with the forearm. Now that's good because it protects the body, but it'll tire his arms down the stretch as well.
And look at Margarito. He's working inside now. That right hand came across, but he's taking another one and another one. Margarito starting to get a rhythm inside, working into the breadbasket and trying the uppercuts right there.
This is what I was talking about 2 rounds ago. A subtle change to start to happen, and I think we're seeing it right here. It's not a dramatic thing, but it's just a little subtle change in the way that this fight is going.
But Shane Mosley keeps his foot on the accelerator, continuing to land that right, and that's one of the most important things that he's going to have to do. Establish a jab, keep the right pumping, because if you let Margarito get into a 4 or 5 punch rhythm, it's going to be a long night.
Good exchange there on both parts. Margarito getting the worst of 2 of those punches, but I believe Margarito has figured a little bit of something out if he can continue to work on the inside. Because he does not have the reach advantage. There's a left hand from Mosley. Now if he starts that, that's not fair.
That's one of those things that it's one of those shots that just gets your ear ringing and makes you lose your balance momentarily. And Shane Mosley throwing some wrinkles into the game plan and connecting again with that right.
I think Richardson told Mosley, throw body punches. Keep throwing body because he's not accustomed to people coming back at him with body shots.
And now he's hitting him with the left. There's a right hand over the top that's been there the entire fight, and that was a blistering fast round. A better round for Margarito, I would think.